Before I ever saw the sea, I longed for it, ached for it, like a mother's ache to hold her newborn baby in her arms. It is this ache that guides me now through a world where I feel alone, disconnected, alienated. Then I hear it. Through the din of human voices, I hear the sweet, melodious tune that calls to my soul, promising to set my spirit free, allowing my heart to love once more. It is a call so intense, so primal, that I want to cover my ears in order to shield them from the longing that it creates within me. "Don't be afraid," she sings. "I am not afraid," I reply defiantly. "Follow me into the sea. In the ocean's waves we'll play." Cautiously, I step into the water, shattering its glass-like surface. A shrill cry of a passing seagull wakes me from my trance, causing panic to replace courage. Part of me wants to turn around and sprint back to the safety of the beach, but the rebel in me takes hold, urging me onward. Looking around, I realize I am alone, a crazy teenager wading out toward the open sea in some sort of suicidal daze. But before I can change my mind, the undertow grabs hold of my legs and begins to pull me out towards the sapphire depths. Fear engulfs me, washing over my body like a wave washes upon the shore. Unable to fight against its wishes, I close my eyes and allow my body to sink below the surface. The watery embrace devours me as I feel my lungs fill with salty liquid. But somehow, I am not afraid. I am at peace for the first time in months. Slowly, almost seductively, this liquid world begins to fade as I drift into the abyss. But in the distance, swimming toward me, is a shape. As it gets closer, I realize it is a woman with long, curly red locks as crimson as the sun's unapologetic first light, ushering in each new day. And as she gets closer, I can see her beautiful aquamarine eyes. The ocean holds a bounty of secrets hidden beneath undulating waves that tease of what is concealed below. Oftentimes, my overly zealous imagination journeys to ancient shipwrecks containing stolen treasures and violent misdeeds laid to rest in Davy Jones's locker, with only whispers to speak of their existence. The thought makes my mind race as it wonders if something malevolent watches from fathoms below as unsuspecting sailboats glide along the surface, enjoying the spray of salty winds and the sound of the sails as they fill. Shamelessly, I daydream of centuries ago when pirates ruled the seas upon galleons, heavy laden with gold doubloons, rare artifacts, paintings and jewels obtained through unscrupulous means. Stolen cedar chests, heaving with their spoils, are skulked away in the shadows of the ship. All the while, their eyes sparkle with mischief as they laugh at what they have done, who they have killed. Then perhaps, late one night, as the pregnant moon hangs low in the heavens, they hear it. "Don't be afraid," a voice sings. "We're not afraid," they reply. "Follow me into the sea. In the ocean's waves we'll play." Recklessly, they dive into the water, unaware of their fate. This time, there are no passing flocks of seabirds to wake them from their trance. No clear mind advising them to swim back to the safety of the ship. Foolish hearts have already taken control, urging them forward, but the frigidness of the water engulfs them, and they realize all too late that they are merely men. A crew of murderous marauders swimming out toward the purple horizon in some sort of suicidal stupor. Sadly, before any man can change his mind, the undertow grips their legs and begins to pull them out to open ocean. Unable to fight against its wishes, they close their eyes, allowing their bodies to sink below the surface. A watery embrace devours them as their lungs fill with seawater, and they understand what is to come. There will be no peace. There will be no St. Peter. There will be no forgiveness. Rapidly, the liquid world begins to die away as they drift into the void. But in the distance, swimming toward them, are three shapes. As the shapes get closer, the men realize that it is three women. The first, with long, curly locks as crimson as the sun's unremorseful first light. The second, crowned with a golden blonde cascade that resembles the sun's early morning rays. The third, adorned with jet black curls spilling downward like tentacles. The last things they see of this world are their striking aquamarine eyes. Fidgety and distracted, I sit on the terrace of our vacation villa, overlooking the choppy waters of the Tyrrhenian Sea. Its undulating waves of cyan and aqua no longer tease of what is concealed below. I know exactly what it contains, but today, something is different. Something ominous hovers. It hangs low in the atmosphere. It hangs like old, yellowed wallpaper peeling off tattered walls. No longer am I lost in my overly zealous teen imagination, or consumed with ancient shipwrecks and the buried treasures they protect. That ship has long sailed. Yet it is true. Lately, my mind rarely wonders if Davy Jones watches from fathoms below, as unwary vessels glide along the surface, enjoying the salt-kissed trade winds and the song of the sails as they fill. Now, my conscience is filled with the realities of centuries ago, when bloodthirsty gods and goddesses ruled the seas, their havens pregnant with gold and jewels obtained from temples of worshipping humans. As if I was there, I imagine their breasts heaving with pride as they ogle their offerings. All the while, their eyes twinkle with arrogance, and they laugh at who they have corrupted, who they have deceived. Then, perhaps, early one night, as Celine's spring moon watches from high in the heavens, they hear it. "Don't be afraid," the voice sings. "We are not afraid, Siren," they proclaim, as if it were a curse, surprised at the sea nymph's gumption. "Follow me into the sea. In the ocean's waves, we will play." Recklessly, they venture out of their dwellings into the surrounding water. From the crystal-clear depths, a passing pod of sperm whales wakes them from their spell, causing courage to transform to panic. Their ids tell them to swim toward the safety of the caves, but their egos take control, urging them onward. Dread engulfs them, washes over them like crashing surf bashes against the shore. And as the fear subsides, they are reminded that they are mighty. Then, why are they compelled to venture toward the purple horizon in a self-defeating daze? After all, sirens are not as powerful as gods. Or are they? Unfortunately, before anyone can address that question, the undertow grabs hold of their legs and begins to pull them out towards the open depths. Unable to fight against its wishes, they close their eyes, allowing their bodies to surrender. A watery embrace devours them as their godlike strength fails and their lungs fill with salt water. Yet they are not afraid. They are content for the first time in millennia. Steadily, seductively, the liquid domain begins to fade as they drift into the emptiness. But in the distance, gliding toward them, are 5 shapes. As the shapes approach, they realize that there are 4 women and a boy. The first female, crowned with a golden blonde cascade, resembling early morning rays. The second is awe-invoking with long, curly crimson locks as fiery as the sun's first light, accompanying a new day. The third and fourth are adorned with silk-like onyx curls that spill downward like graceful tentacles. And the child embodies everything angelic and pure. To their dismay, the last things they see are their beautiful aquamarine eyes. Every night since being back on Isla Flora, I dream. Some mornings I wake and the dreams are foggy, hard to remember. Other times, they come to me in vivid technicolor. Crimson reds, burnished golds, burnt umber, cool cucumber, iceberg blue, deep onyx. All of it shockingly beautiful and overwhelming. There are scents I remember as well. Intense fragrances of wet, wild grasses sprinkled with earthy mushrooms, combined with heady, mossy notes. Of course, my mind lingers over the flowery balm that combines with all of these elements to create the loveliest of natural perfumes. I breathe it all in, into my heart, into my soul, into my memory. Around me, songbirds sing and chirp their greeting to Gaia's creatures, and to a world just waking, just stretching, and it is heavenly. I close my eyes and let it wash away my doubt and fear. As I take all of it in, a new smell slithers its way into my wonderland. It is the stench of emptiness and cold, of despair and hopelessness, of ruination and death. Then I understand why. We cannot escape. They are here.